Chapter 1 of Empire. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Kevin Green. Empire by Clifford D. Simak. Chapter 1. Spencer Chambers frowned at the spacegram on the desk before him. John Moore Mallory. That was the man who had caused so much trouble in the Jovian elections. The troublemaker who had shouted for an investigation of interplanetary power. The man who had said that Spencer Chambers and interplanetary power were waging economic war against the people of the solar system. Chambers smiled. With long, well-kept fingers, he rubbed his iron-grey moustache. John Moore Mallory was right. For that reason, he was a dangerous man. Prison was the place for him, but probably a prison outside the Jovian Confederacy. Perhaps one of the prison ships that plied to the edge of the system, clear to the orbit of Pluto. Or would the prison on Mercury be better? Spencer Chambers leaned back in his chair and matched his fingertips, staring at them, frowning again. Mercury was a hard place. A man's life wasn't worth much there. Working in the power plants, where the sun poured out its flaming blast of heat and radiation sucked the energy from one's body, in 6 months, a year at most, any man was finished. Chambers shook his head. Not Mercury. He had nothing against Mallory. He had never met the man, but he rather liked him. Mallory was just a man fighting for a principle, the same as Chambers was doing. He was sorry that it had been necessary to put Mallory in prison. If the man had only listened to reason, had accepted the proposals that had been made, or just had dropped out of sight until the Jovian elections were over, or at least had moderated his charges. But when he had attempted to reveal the offers, which he termed bribery, something had to be done. Ludwig Stutzman had handled that part of it. Brilliant fellow, this Stutzman, but as mean a human as ever walked on 2 legs. A man utterly without mercy, entirely without principle. A man who would stoop to any depth, but a useful man, a good one to have around to do the dirty work, and dirty work sometimes was necessary. Chambers picked up the spacegram again and studied it. Stutzman, out on Callisto now, had sent it. He was doing a good job out there. The Jovian Confederacy, less than 1 Earth year under interplanetary domination, was still half rebellious, still angry at being forced to turn out.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?